Okay, grade 2s, for maths, we are starting bar graphs and pictographs. And we are going to look at what these are. What do you think they are? Before we go any further, I want you to think what it might be. And then we're going to go on and have a look what bar graphs and pictographs are. They're very exciting and very helpful. So let's have a look and see if you are right. What are they? We use a bar graph and a pictograph to show information that has been collected. And what does Ms. Smith mean when she says been collected? These are used if you do a survey. So we could use it in our classroom. I could say, boys and girls, if you like vanilla ice cream, put your hand up. Or if you like strawberry or chocolate, put your hand up. And we'll count up 3 children like strawberry, 2 children like chocolate, and 4 children like vanilla. Then we can make a graph, a bar graph or a pictograph to see which is more popular and which one isn't. And you'll see now. So we use bar graphs and pictographs to help us understand the information and the data. The data is what's collected. Data is another word for information that has been collected. So we have bar graphs and pictographs that we're working with today. And bar graphs use lines, which I will show you now, and pictographs use pictures in the graph. So let's have a look. This is a bar graph, boys and girls, and you can see over here, these are the bars I'm talking about. They use straight lines. And at the bottom here, it has different types of fruits. And if we look at the heading, it says the nicest fruit. And over here on the side, it says number of people. And it's going up in 5s. And you can all count very nicely in 5s now. So it's going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. So that means there were 40 people that they asked. And I imagine trying to remember what all 40 people have said. So they used a bar graph to put the information into a way that it's easier to read and understand. So if you have a look, the first one, which is in red, says apples. And if you go all the way up and in line with the number over here, it says 35 people liked apples. That was what they found to be the best. Then if we look at oranges, it says 30. It's in line, and you may want to use a ruler sometimes if you're doing this. Just put it across and see where your bar reaches what number. And banana, if you go all the way along, it says 10 people. And kiwi fruit, which is the green, if you scroll all the way along, it says 25. And blueberries in the blue goes all the way up to 40. And from this bar graph, boys and girls, we can see which was the most popular, which means the people that liked it the most, and which one was not so popular, so which one people didn't really like. So I'm going to say which one was the most popular, who got the most votes, and which fruit was the best. And you look, and you would say blueberry, because it's the longest bar, and it goes all the way to 40. So it says the number of people that liked blueberries were 40. And the not so nicest fruit that no one really enjoyed was banana. It's only 10. So if we had to ask 40 people this question, only 10 of those people like bananas. And the next most popular, so our most popular was blueberry. The next one will be the bar that's almost as tall as the blueberry. And which one is that, boys and girls? Have a look at our bar graph. It's apple. Well done. Apple is the next favorite. And then after that, it is orange, and then kiwi fruit, and then banana again. But we've spoken about the most popular and the least popular. So that's bar graphs, boys and girls. You can see that it's also got a title or a heading, and there it tells you the number of people, and this is the types of fruits. Let's look at a pictograph. This is also what is your favorite fruit. And here's the numbers. How many people do you think they asked? They asked 10 people this time, and they asked different types of fruits. They asked pineapple, grapes, and apples. And instead of putting bars all the way up to the numbers, like they did over there, they've drawn the amount of fruit each time. So 5 people said pineapples, and they drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pineapples. And then you see here, they drew how many grapes? If you scroll along, it goes to 9, and you can check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 people like the grapes. And then your apples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people like the grapes. And the most popular here is the grapes. Well done. And the least popular, which means the one that didn't get the most votes, that is the pineapple. So the most was grapes, and then it was the apples, and the least popular was pineapple. But the difference between our bar graph, which they use lines, and pictographs like this one, they've drawn pictures for each answer. So for each person that said yes, they've drawn a fruit. Okay, and that's what you're going to be doing, boys and girls. You have your own activities that you're going to work through. And here's our pictograph that you're going to work through. And this is on shapes. And now we've done all our different shapes: the triangle, square, rectangle, pentagon, hexagon, and octagon. And there's no numbers here, but you are able to count the amount of shapes going up. And how many people said triangle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people said triangle. And 1, 2, 3, 4 people said square. Okay. Then you're going to answer the questions. It says the children in salamander class had a vote on their best shape. Each shape on the chart stands for 1 vote. So that's like if Miss Smith had to do this, and I would say you're only allowed to tell me 1 shape. So you can't put your hand up for every shape. And I would say, who likes the triangle? And if 6 of you put your hand up, then we would draw 6 triangles. And 2 children chose squares, and 2 chose rectangles, for example. Then we would make it like that. That's how you do a pictograph. And they've drawn a picture for each person's answer. So that's like Umpile, Preeti, Samia, and Stuan, and Aiden, and Sephora, all saying triangle. Each triangle represents 1 child, okay? So then we look here, and it says, which shape got the most votes, boys and girls? We've spoken about that. It's the one that has the most amount. And if we have a look here, we don't have to go and count everyone. We can see that octagon was the most popular because it goes the highest. Can you see that? So over here on this line, next to number 1, you would write octagon, and the spelling is all there. And then how many votes did the square get? And the square, then you look for square, and you go here and you say, okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4 votes, and you write you put the symbol, not the number name, just the symbol, number 4, you draw it. Okay, so that's how you're going to answer that one, and that's your pictograph. And this, boys and girls, is the bar graph, and this one is on pets. And can you see the difference? There's lines, not pictures for each one. And now we can't count, we have to use the numbers on the side. So how many, it says here, the children in salamander class had a vote on their best pet. And there was 10 children, or 10 votes up to here. And how many people voted for the cat? Let's have a look. We go up all the way, and it ends over there, and we look, and it goes 5 people voted for cat, which was the least popular, the one who didn't get the most votes, and that's the one with the smallest graph. And then we have a look, and it was the poor hamster who only got 1 vote. Okay, and then you're going to answer the rest of your questions. You might need mom and dad to help you read the questions so that you answer them properly, but I think you might be able to do it by yourself, okay? Good luck, boys and girls.